Check. Second one for the day, and that's concerning Electroneum. Yes, I'm talking about the tokenization of real world assets and Electroneum. So you're going to want to stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this one. What am I talking about? So, blockchain tokenizations of real world asset and Electroneum itself. Let's just get straight into it. What are RWAs? I've made this video, I believe, a couple months ago. You can check it out. And I was just sitting here thinking, man, Electroneum, since they like getting into corporations and doing all this other stuff, that could be an idea. Hopefully, if they strike a deal with some of these RWAs, they can come onto the Electroneum blockchain and tokenize themselves on top of Electroneum. So let's just get straight into this one. What are real world assets? They are simply a class of crypto tokens that represent tangible assets that exist outside of the digital spectrum, right? These can range between bonds, stocks, real estate properties, commodities, and machinery, you know, the regular industry that you are working on, the real world, real factories, real companies that are big out there, but they're just not into crypto. They haven't digitized themselves. Now, think about companies like that tokenizing themselves, but because they don't have a blockchain where they're going to put their tokens, well, they can bring it over to the Electroneum blockchain. This could be an idea just for the Electroneum team. Hopefully they can look into some partnering with some of these real world assets. Could be in London, could be, you know, anywhere in the world. But these real world assets, these RWAs, they are gaining traction in crypto and DeFi, and they're getting into the decentralized finance sector. I've made a video about this a couple of months back. Check it out. And if you look at the top rankings right now of the real world assets, RWA tokens, it's a very small market. It jumped a couple months ago from 8 billion to like $20 billion market cap. Right now, you got the Chainlink makers, Ondo, Pendle Finance, Synthetics. You know, Synthetics been a OG with these. Synthetics are actually back in 2018. I've made some money with Synthetics in 2021. That's because back in 2018, I got lucky to get into Tika Tawari, if you remember him. And he was talking about derivatives and the derivatives market coming into crypto, and Synthetics was a big player in his picks. And I got in early on Synthetics and I made some money in it because I didn't really go heavy into this, but not a lot, but it was significant. They grew so big, Synthetics. You know, back then it was pennies on a dollar and it ran up to like $10 or something like that. So yeah, Rubon Finance, Polymath, there's so many of these real world assets. Companies are starting to tokenize themselves and they're getting into some of these blockchains, Chainlinks and whatnot. So have a look. I mean, the Electroneum team, hopefully they can have a look into some of these, because Richard Ellis was talking about losing a major partner because of the FTX collapse. If you remember that, I'm going to play this video right here just to remind you. About a year ago, when FTX collapsed, Electroneum made an update video because they went radio silent for like a whole year. We just didn't know what was going on with Electroneum. Is it dead? Is it alive? And then he told us what happened, and this is what happened back then.
It's going to be the future, what we're doing with the ETN project, where we're taking it. First up is what we've been up to for the last year or so. So all of last year, we were in negotiation and due diligence and all sorts of other things to become a significant blockchain partner to a major multinational corporation. It was ridiculously exciting. I had to go on kind of radio silence. The lawyers didn't want me to speak about it, and so I was quite quiet. And a lot of people were clamoring around. Well, unfortunately, the FTX disaster that took place last year has reduced their risk appetite, and they've gone fairly cold on us since Christmas, which is bad news to report, I'm afraid. The good news is that we had major interest from a huge multinational corporation. There was good reasons that they were interested in us, of course, which is that our model is very different to other people's model. Remember that right from very early on, we were a cryptocurrency that was embracing KYC, AML, anti-terrorist financing, things that corporates like to hear. So we had really good head start there. They wanted us to introduce smart contracts, and so you have seen, of course, that we are developing our smart contract-based blockchain, and so I'll talk to you more about that in a while. So whilst it's slightly disappointing news that, well, very disappointing news, that this deal hasn't gone through, which would have been absolutely amazing for the project, it's okay. It's opening doors to other projects, and it's opening doors to other corporates.
Did you see that? You heard him. This is opening doors for other projects to come in and other corporations to partner with Electroneum. And this is what pushed him to actually build the blockchain, because when he was partnering, when that deal was almost about to happen before the FTX collapsed, those corporations, that the big giant corporation that was about to partner with Electroneum and make it go so big, they asked Richard Ells about smart contracts. Why? Because they know DeFi and Web3 is actually the future of cryptocurrency. So all of these large corporations, they want to get into crypto, but because they're holding real world assets, they want to do it in a safe manner. They don't want to come here and gamble with all these other cryptocurrencies and put their money on a dead blockchain, and that blockchain rugs them and all this other stuff. There's too much risk at play. So they have to figure out a way to get into some of the safest cryptos that are out there, and Electroneum could be one of them. You've seen 5-second block finalities, bro, and all this other stuff. So think about smart contracts and all this, and this is what pushed him, I think, to build the blockchain so he can attract more of these corporations and maybe even get back the partner that they lost. Those people got cold feet because of the FTX collapse. So that's why I brought in the idea of RWAs, these real world assets. If some of them just partner with Electroneum, the blockchain could come alive. There's many people who are upset right now in the Electroneum community to say, Electroneum, you need to update us, you need to do this, you need to do that. But they're not looking at an angle where maybe the team, they are behind the scenes working on things like this. Because think about how much stuff that this could benefit in the Electroneum ecosystem. I'm talking about any task, any task, also writing, marketing, design. This is like a Fiverr for all cryptos, right? Imagine these RWAs partnering with something like Anytask. It's going to take off. It's going to be big. It'll be huge. Anytask is ready. It's a ready platform. People are using it on a day-to-day basis. Visa, you can use Bitcoin to pay for your Anytask, XRP, and Binance and whatnot. He's already doing interoperability. Digital Pound Foundation. That's another angle where Electroneum is helping build the digital pound right now alongside with Quant. I think Avalanche is there as well. There you go. AVAX is here. Ripple is there. And Electroneum is amongst them. They're members and partners into these big corporations alongside with the Bank of England, trying to digitize and tokenize themselves. And they can capture so many markets to get big. But, these things, unfortunately, it requires a lot of patience. I know 7 years is a lot of patience now. I feel you, Electroneum community. We all feel this. We feel you. When you complain, we feel you. Trust me. But, these things, like I was saying when I was making my Cardano video, they're very, very difficult. It's very difficult to gain adoption, to build something and put it out there and get people to use it. That's the most difficult task, to attract users, people to come to your blockchain in a massive scale and start using it. It's very, very difficult. Right now, it's just us. I'm pushing Electro Swap and all these other things that are being built on the top of the Electroneum ecosystem. I think the only one project there is Electro Swap. Shout out to them. And with use case and utility, everything else is pretty much just meme coins. But hopefully one day something will come. As you can see, Electro Swap with the Bolt token, 100 million Bolt, 100 million token in token supply. It's the first DEX in the Electroneum ecosystem. It's modeled after Uniswap. Check it out. You know how to use MetaMask. Watch my Electroneum video, especially the last two recent ones. It's a tutorial to show you how to add MetaMask and all this other stuff. Market cap only $1.8 million. Come on, Think about buying Uniswap when it was at a $1.8 million market cap, bro. Right now it's at multi-billion-dollar market cap. For Uniswap, think about how big that could get. You know, people are not looking at this angle. You see what I'm saying? So Electro Swap, you super early in my opinion to get in it. DCA, whatever, no financial advice, and then see where that takes you, bro. This is a DEX with utility. They're introducing locked liquidity, many things that some of these other DEXs, decentralized exchanges, don't have, you know. Electroneum also recently, you know, if you go to their Twitter, they added a few more exchanges, which is dope. See, people are just not patient. Soon as the blockchain went live, Electroneum team didn't go to sleep. They actually added few more exchanges. One of them, HTX, which went live, Gate.io went live, and I think CoinStore, which is another DEX, centralized exchange, the CEX, they added 3. I think one was already in there, but they were just having their back and forths. Now, the biggest one now Electroneum team needs to focus on is the KuCoin matter, because from 2018 all the way towards the end of it, all the way till now, the biggest centralized exchange that was holding Electroneum down, where people were trading it from all over the world, trading ETN, storing their ETN and doing all this stuff, because the wallet was always having some issues with a KYC and all this other stuff. People were just getting, some of their paperwork wasn't getting through, and they didn't have access to their coins on the wallet, so they would buy it on KuCoin. So since KuCoin for the last 3-4 years held Ethereum down, it was the biggest exchange that held ETN down. People are waiting to get their Electroneum off of KuCoin so they can transfer it into MetaMask, so they can get into Electro Swap and Bolt token and all this other stuff. Who knows? Maybe the Electroneum team is withholding whatever they need to give to KuCoin so that it can transfer itself to smart contracts because of, you know, centralized exchanges, but they have their own issues and whatnot. I don't want to get into details, but you all know. You've seen the news, bro. There's always a news of KuCoin is gonna go down and there's no withdrawals and this issue and that issue, and comes to find out it's not true. We don't know. But centralized exchanges, not your keys, not your crypto. If you come to a decentralized exchange like Electro Swap, your coins are safe. You trading them is going straight back into your wallet, your MetaMask. So that's why I like DEXs more. So if you can, once Electroneum resolved that issue with KuCoin and they sort out everything, and people, if you can, you might want to get your Electroneum off of KuCoin and put it into your MetaMask wallet and start learning about decentralization and how do you self-custody yourself. How do you self-custody? How do you hold crypto in your own wallet without the need of depending on a bank or a centralized exchange? That's what MetaMask does. That's why people are using Web3 and whatnot, because it's self-custody. You're literally holding your own funds in your own wallet. And then the only time they leave your wallet is when you want to trade them for something else or do some kind of exchange or investment or whatever. And that's the safest way to do. People are advocating it. Self-custody, man. I think it's the number one route to go, right? Now, DeFi Llama also, you know, Electroneum, hopefully they can be added into this because they're now EVM. They now have TVLs and whatnot. But if you look at the list right here, this is actually small. Like I said, the only project with use case is Electro Swap, because it's associated with the DEX. It's a DEX. And everything else is pretty much just meme coins and stuff. Bank of Electroneum, memes, Spike, and all this. These are the 2 largest holding protocols at the moment. And I haven't bought some of these. I might check them out because, you know, I like meme coins and whatnot. But we need something of use case as well. And don't just say you're a meme coin without really putting yourself out there. You know what comes with it. You got to market yourself. You got to put yourself out there. A lot of people just don't know. You know, these meme coins should be 1,000 people holding it by now. But because the blockchain just went live, we are so small, Bitcoin just halved, this is the beginning of a bull market, you might want to give these things a couple months to a year to see how Bank of Electroneum meme would play out, how Spike would play out. You know what I'm saying? I want to see which one of these memes do you think is gonna really take off on the Electroneum blockchain. We just never know. Right now there's a competition. Some people are saying Spike is gonna take off. Some people are saying Beam is gonna take off. You know, Electroneum Doge. I've seen this one too. See, they got like 33 holders. Yeah, there's a lot of coins here, man. It's pretty cool. But yeah, man, not many right now, but mostly just meme coins and whatnot. But if you're a meme coin now, for all of these meme coin creators, it's easy to create your coins and put it on the blockchain. It's very difficult to get people to actually buy it and hold it. You have to give them a reason. You have to build something. Don't just put tokens on a blockchain and expect somebody to buy it. You need to build utility. You need to come up with something. You know, the concept is dope. The names of the tokens are cool, all of this stuff, but you need to build something. You need to come up with something to incentivize people to stay in your protocol and hold your tokens. Give them something to look forward to and deliver on that. That's the difficult thing to do right now. So if you go over to Electroneum, the actual tokens on the blockchain, the activities I've been monitoring, a lot of whales have been finally getting off of the old Electroneum blockchain and they are migrating to the new one, the Electroneum SC, which is dope. Right now, you can see this wallet here, 437 million, 300 million. There's not many Electroneum whales out there, or maybe the ones with the billies, they haven't come in yet. So 100 million, 96 million. As you can see, look, this one has only sent one transaction, which means they just moved these funds, boom, to MetaMask and they left it there, which means they are live into the smart contracts. 2 transactions. This one has done 64 transactions already. So they're moving in slowly. You know, it's just a matter of waiting for the migration to complete, and everybody who was in the Genesis Electroneum, the old style, they can come in now to the new blockchain and start using, and then you're going to see developers start building. But Electroneum team, they need to put themselves out there. We need more tweets. We need more updates. We need all of this. You heard the community. The community have been asking. We need more updates, need all this stuff so that, you know, our blockchain can be alive. That's how you promote a blockchain. That's how you put it out there. The community, we've been doing it. We've been doing tutorials, teaching people how to migrate, how to use smart contracts, how to do all this other stuff. But a team push would give it more weight so that the team could put more updates out there. It'd be dope, man. Shout out to Electroneum. I think this bull market will be epic. And shout out to brother Keith, because listen, I've been watching some of his videos. He hit me up in the comment section the other day because I talked about my dream when I made the last Electroneum video a couple weeks back. I talked about my dream vividly. It was at 61 cents that I seen. Now take a listen to this. This is his some of his older videos, and this is what he has seen in his dream. Take a listen.
Maximum. I had a second dream, and the second dream was concerning Electroneum. And in that dream, I saw Electroneum go to $61. You heard me, $61. And it actually went past $61. And I'm not going to say the final number that I saw. I won't say that on air, but $61 is what I saw in the dream initially. And for those of you that understand cryptocurrencies and where Electroneum is at right now, Electroneum is sitting at around a penny.
Yeah, this was back in 2021. You know, Electroneum topped at like 3 cents and then it came back down. It was around a penny when he made this video. This was back in, I think, August or September 2021. That's crazy for him to see $61 and then like a few years later I had my dream and I seen 61 cents. I'm just gonna leave it at that, bro. Bolt, Swap, Electroneum, you know, these things you never know. It may come from above and then boom, it's out there. It happens. It may take time to happen. And when I seen mine, it was just vivid. I've never had a single dream about a single crypto for like many years, 8 years now in the game, and I haven't had a dream about Cardano, Bitcoin, or nothing. Electroneum is the first one, and that happened just 3 days pretty much before I made that video, and I was seeing 61 cents. And that's possible, man. In this bull market, it's possible, but it has to require a lot of work. Like all of these things that I've mentioned in this video, RWAs, real world assets, the partnerships and the large corporations. Richard Ellis like corporations and partnering with them, the big ones, you know, the Digital Pound Foundation angle. There's so many hands and ways Electroneum can actually navigate its way through these crypto streets and attract real world assets and bring them into the game, and yeah, partner with them, and then you could see your blockchain take off, because when they tokenize themselves on top of the Electroneum blockchain, they're not only utilizing your token, they're not only buying their assets and creating their assets on top of yours, they're buying your assets as well for collateral, because you need ETN, the actual token, to pair it with the, let's just say it's a big real estate company with $1 billion to tokenize themselves with. They need to pair themselves with, they might need to pair themselves with Electroneum, you know, or a stable coin on top of Electroneum or something like that. So it will require them to actually buy ETN off the market and use it for it just gives the token more use case, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the dopeness about Electroneum. You just never know where it's gonna take off, where it's gonna go. So hopefully, you know, we will get there very soon. This is the bull market. We just need more action. That's it. More action from the Electroneum team. The community is trying. We're very small right now. I've seen the Telegram groups and everybody else, but we're slowly growing. And this is just the beginning. Electro Swap, the Bolt token is going to take off. I mean, come on, bro. 100 million tokens. And Blue Lightning Bolt, you know, the flash could represent Electroneum's 5-second block finality. You've seen how fast the blocks are, the transactions are, and throughputs. Everything is amazing. The IBFTs, come on, man. Top-notch technology. And yeah, that could represent the flash. And the Lightning Bolt could represent the Bolt token. I think Brother Keith mentioned it in the comment section. He said, this could be it. Yeah, man. And these guys, him and the Cunningham guy and these other guys, nobody's paying them. They're like, Electroneum haven't paid them anything, but they seen these dreams many years ago, and they talk about it, and they some of their ones are like actually correlated, and they don't even know each other. It's like a few videos on YouTube of random people just saying, yo, I had a dream about this crypto called Electroneum and it just took off. I'll let you put 2 and 2 together. I'm going to leave it at that. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.